Hi folks, time for another stroll down old Dave's country music memory lane. Sign I'm going to show you tonight is one. I got special memories on this one. This one is made for Crystal Gayle. As country music fans know, that's Loretta, Lynn's little sister. She's had huge number of hits. Just a tremendous talent. Her sign that I made for her, she autographed, says, "Dave, best always, Crystal Gayle." And the reason this has such a good memory for me is I didn't go to her show. I go backstage. I met her at Hee Haw. I used to go back every year where they filmed Hee Haw, and I was always backstage wandering around when they were filming. And she was a guest star this particular time. And I knew she was going to be there, so before I left, drove to Nashville, I made the sign for her, made one for her, so I knew how it was going to turn out, and it was just a good memory. We had lunch backstage with all of the cast at Hee Haw, and it was just a good memory. So this is my memory for tonight. It's for Crystal Gayle. Now, I've had a couple of people ask me, "Dave, how did you get to be a member of the Country Music Association?" So I thought I'd tell you. Back in the 70s, when I first started doing this for country music stars as just sort of a hobby and kind of a fill-in thing, I would go to their show and make arrangements to see them. But I met Jack McFadden, who was Buck Owens' manager and who was also Merle Haggard's manager, along with a lot of other big stars. And I told him what I was doing, and he had me make a sign. Actually, he had me make one for Mickey Mantle, who was a friend of his. I often wished that I had insisted that I get Mickey Mantle's signature on a sign, but I didn't. Unfortunately, I didn't. But his signature on something now is worth a fortune. But anyway, he suddenly one day he showed up at my shop and he said, "I bought the radio station here in Manteca," which is where we were, and he was actually in Bakersfield. And so because he went to work, he opened the radio station in Manteca, he bought the one and opened it up. He had me make a few signs for him, and he told me, he said, "You know, if you want to be a member of the Country Music Association, I'll make you an employee of the radio station, and that way a portion of your income will be from country music, and that qualifies you to be a member of the Country Music Association." So I thought, you know, great, let's do that. So he put me on his payroll. It paid me nothing practically, but made it look like a portion of my income was from country music. And I became a member by filling out the application. I became a member of the Country Music Association. And that's how it happened. A lot of people have asked me about that. And that's how it happened, because of Jack McFadden, his radio station that I went to work for, and my income, part of my income was from country music. So I became a member of the Country Music Association. That's just a little
that's the first time I've heard that story.
Little information tidbit there. So
yeah,
that's my memory for tonight. We'll see you next time.